All right. Shalom, Israel. With the Israelite School University Practical Knowledge. Started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group nor any other Christian organization. All right. So tonight's class is the Hebrew class, the Lashawan Qadash class. All right. Don't forget to sign in and put your name, city, and state. All right. If you're tuning in the class, don't forget to put your name, don't forget to put your name, city, and state, all right? Name, city, and state. Now, tonight's class is the Lashawan Qadash class, a very, very important class to attend, a very important class to learn. Like learning the Hebrew language, like this is a part of our culture. Like this is a part of our heritage according to the Lord. Like the God of Israel, right? Like Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shai, for the Most High, for bringing his spirit, giving his spirit back to the earth, to his priests and prophets of the Lord. Like this is so important. Like we need to teach our people their culture again. Like we need to teach our people their heritage again. At one point in time, we had a culture of our own. At one point in time, we had a heritage of our own. At one point in time, we had traditions of our own. At one point in time, we had a language of our own. And that's something so important for Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to learn. All we know that we were slaves. All we knew that we were just in slavery. All we knew about was shackles and chains and picking cotton and sugar cane and all this type of stuff. That's all we knew. All we knew was English and Spanish and Portuguese. That's all we knew. But before all of that, we had something that we could actually say that was ours. Like the Chinese can say Mandarin is theirs. The Japanese can say the Japanese language is theirs. And the Japanese culture is theirs. And the Chinese culture is theirs, wearing the robes and having monks and all this type of stuff. Like that's their culture. Well, guess what? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we have a culture of our own as well. All right. And it's found in the Bible. Now, tonight's class is the language class. This is a part of our culture. Like this is a part of our heritage. Like God spoke Hebrew. All right. Christ spoke Hebrew. The priests and prophets of the Lord spoke Hebrew. Peter, Paul spoke Hebrew. You understand? Like the Hebrew language is one of the oldest languages on the earth. Right? The Hebrew language is one of the oldest languages on the earth. All right? God speaks Hebrew. All right? The scripture over and over again talks about how important it is to speak the Hebrew language. Like Nehemiah, like let me explain something to y'all. Like Nehemiah, he saw that the Jews could not speak the language of their forefathers. They saw that they could not speak the Hebrew tongue. Nehemiah saw that. Nehemiah in the Hebrew. And when Nehemiah, when he saw the Jews, all right, when he saw the Israelites that were not able to speak the Hebrew language, to speak the language of God, to speak that language that the Lord wanted him to speak, Nehemiah contended with them. And he ripped the hairs out of their head. You understand? Like that's how important it was to speak Hebrew. That the priests and prophets of the Lord would go to town and whoop your tail if you did not know how to speak the language of your forefathers. Like it was not to be taken lightly to not know how to speak the language of your forefathers. And that's pretty much in most languages, in most cultures, in most heritages, all right, in most traditions that have been passed down, was you had to know your language. You had to been able to speak. You had to be able to speak the Hebrew language, all right? You had to be able to speak the language of your people to the point where you were not considered the people, right? If you could not speak the language of the people, like for instance, if you were Chinese and you could not speak Chinese, and the only language you could speak was American, or it's like not American, but English, you were not Chinese to the Chinese. You were some English American convert, and you have brought shame to your family, dishonor to your cow, dishonor to your chicken, dishonor to your farm. Like that's how it was, all right. In Japan and China and most of the Korean and the Vietnamese, you brought dishonor to your family because you could not speak the language of your ancestors and you could not speak the language of your forefathers. Like that was something important. in most cultures. Well, guess what? It is just as important to speak the language and to hold on to the culture and the heritage of Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, which is found in the Bible. Our culture is the culture of the Jews, the culture of the Israelites, which is God's laws, statutes, and commandments. And so, happily, with that is also the Hebrew language. All right, so we're gonna get into it tonight. This is gonna be part 6. It's gonna be part 7 of learning vocabulary. All right, it's gonna be part 7 of learning vocabulary. We're gonna be learning vocabulary. Let's get it. Also, if you guys do not forget to check in and sign in. Don't forget to put your name, city, and state. Bubba Kwasha. All right, don't forget to put your name, city, and state. Do not forget that. All right. Okay, let's get it. So what we're gonna do is start with the alphabet. It's a wild soldier. So. All right. So we're gonna get the vocabulary on the board. So tonight we're gonna write in the Syrian script. So now when you're reading the Syrian script, right? Also, if you guys have any questions, make sure you put into the live chat. So the Syrian script is the modern day script that you're going to pretty much see. All right. That's the modern day script. You're not really going to, you will see the Paleo. We practice the ancient because of our culture, but we also practice the Assyrian due to our culture too as well. You also want to keep that in mind, all right? All right. So right now, what we have on the board is the Syrian script. All right. All right. What we have on the board is the Syrian script. I want y'all to see. All right. This is your ah. This is your ba. All right. This is your ba. This is your ga. This is your da. This is your ha. This is your wa. This is your za. This is your ha. This is your ta. This is your ya. This is your ka. This is your la. This is your ma. This is your na. This is your sa. This is your I. This is your pa. This is your taza. This is your kwa. This is your ra. This is your sha. This is your tha. All right, this is what the Syrian alphabet looks like. Now, I know y'all know the Paleo. I know y'all know the ancient script, and it's not too difficult to understand because that's the script that we're used to. But you want to get used to the Syrian script. You want to know what the Syrian script looks like. Like, that's something very important. So this is your A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Za, Ra, Ra, Sha, and Tha. Now I want y'all to pay very close attention to this. There are, now in the Syrian script, you have letters that are the same. Well, it's like you have letters that have doubles to it, all right? They have a beginning and an ending. This is the beginning ka, while this is the ka that goes at the end of a word, all right? This is the beginning ma. This is a ma that goes at the end of a word. Now, this ma can be found in the beginning or the middle, just like this ka can be found in the beginning or the middle. But this ka will only be found at the end, and this ma will only be found at the end. Same thing with this na. This na can be found in the beginning or the middle, but the na down here is what's found at the end of a word. All right, you see this taza? This taza is found in the beginning of a word, while this taza down here is found at only at the end of a word. All right, so you have a few like that. All right, you have a few like that. Salaki, I believe pi is one of them too. I may have missed one. All right. And your pi also has an ending too, Salaki. Don't sound correct. So here we go. So this is your ah, your ba, your ga, your da, your ha, your wa, your za, your ha, your ta, your ya. This is your ka in the beginning or the middle. This is your ka at the end. La. This is your ma in the beginning or the middle. This is your ma at the end. This is your na in the beginning or the middle or anywhere but the end. This is a na, all right, that's only found at the end. I, all right, it's like a sa, I, pa. This is the pa in the beginning, all right? This is the pa at the end, all right? Taza, all right? Also in the beginning, all right? For the middle, this one's at the end. Kwa, ra, sha, and ta. All right, that's something very important to understand and to remember. So that's what the alphabet looks like. So let's get into this. Let's go ahead and get it out. Soldier, Bubba Kwashab, you can go ahead and take that down off the board, Bubba Kwashab. Let's start with give me 1 second out. All right, here we go. So now we're going to be in the letter E, right? So this week we're going to be in the letter E, right? So we're going to get the vocabulary words that start with E. All right. Let me know when you're ready, y'all. Come. Most High in Christ out. So now we're going to get vocabulary words beginning with E. All right. We're going to get Nashar. Right, let's get Nashar. 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 Can anybody tell me or guess what Nashar is? It's America's favorite bird. What is Nashar?
So like it would be an eagle.
Correct. Nashar. Nashar is eagle. So like it. Boom, shot. Try to make that a little straight. You might just, so erase that. Boom, shot. And try to go a little higher. All of it. So like boom, shot. All of it. Just try to go a little higher. Boom, shot if you can. And try to keep it as even as possible. That's correct, Aqua. Eagle. So Nashar is eagle. America's national bird, right? You know, America's national bird is the eagle. That's why in the scriptures, when you read Deuteronomy 28, it says, right, they come down as the eagle. That's what Deuteronomy 28 says. Right, swift as the eagle. Like this is how our oppressor kills us and destroys us. Right? All right. Eagle, the shark. Let's get Azan. 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 Anybody know what Azan means? Azan. It is something that you listen with. Ear. Correct. Azan is ear. All right. Azan. Next is Maqadam. Maqadam. Makwadam. What does Makwadam mean? Someone tell me online what's Makwadam. If you have to wake up at a certain time, right? You have to wake up Makwadam. You have to wake up Makwadam. What does Makwadam mean?
So like you sir, Bellamy early.
Correct. No time Christ. Makwadam, which is early. All right. What is not morning? That was close. Not morning, right? But that was a good one. But we're in the letter E. All right. It has to start with an E. All right. We're in the letter E. So think about it that way. E. All right. Morning. Morning is Bakwar or Bawakwar. All right. Bakwar or Bawakwar is morning. Let's get Arataza. 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 Anybody want to guess what Arataza is? Arataza. I may have heard this plenty of times before. Arataza. Arataza. It's something that we walk on. Earth. That's correct. Arataza. Earth. Arataza. We got Nashar, which is eagle. Nashar. Then we got Azan, which is ear. Makwadam, which is early. Then we have Arataza, which is earth. All right. Arataza, which is earth. Let's go over it. All right. Nashar. Nashar, which is eagle. All right. Azan, which is ear. Makwadam, which is early. Then you have Arataza, which is earth. All right. So Nashar is eagle. Azan is ear. Makwadam is early. Arataza is earth. All right. Say one more time. Nashar is eagle. Azan is ear. Makwadam, all right, is early. Arataza. Arataza is earth. You see, I'm not saying Arataza. I'm saying Arataza, right? Because there's no ha at the end of that. It's just a za. I mean, it's just a taza. All right. So Arataza, which is earth. All right. That's correct, Akwa. Earth. That's correct. Earth. Most times correct. Arataza. Earth. That's correct.
So like you sir,
Lie. What? All right, you can take it off the board. Let's get some more now. Let's get Qadam. Let's get Qadam. How many of y'all know what Qadam means? Qadam. Qadam. What does Qadam mean? Anyone want to give it a guess? What does Qadam mean?
Doesn't mean to eat.
Not eat. A call is eat. A call is eat. Salaki. That's actually one of the next words coming up. Salaki. I wasn't supposed to give you that one. Salaki. I guess I should have known that was coming up. Qadam. What does Qadam mean? Think about praying. Think about praying. What would Qadam mean? East. Right. When we say in the Sabbath service, Imadyam. Panya Hakwadam. Face the east. Panya Hakwadam. Right? We say Panya Hakwadam. Yeah, most not correct. Right. We say Panya meaning face, Ha meaning the, then Qadam, which is east. Panya Hakwadam. So Qadam is east. Right? Let's get Qual. Qual. Let's get Qual. Qadam. It's like Qual. All right? If this is Qual, if this is Qual, right? This is not, let me see. Let me give it to y'all. What does Qual mean? Think about this. Rye would be evil. Salakia. Let me see if these words are even here, because I'm just giving y'all the damn answers. Salakia. That's funny. All right. Let's think about it. Qual. Anyone know what Qual means? Let's get it. If this is not hard, then it's Qual. Easy. That's correct. Qual is easy. This is Qual. Meaning this is easy. Zaqual. This is easy. Right? Za meaning this. Qual meaning easy. This is easy. Zaqual. Zaqual. Right? Zaqualaya. I want to say Zaqualaya. Right? I'm saying this is easy to me. All right? Zaqualaya. Right? This is easy. Zaqualaya. Zaqualaya. All right? Zaqualaya. This is easy to me. Zaqualaya. Right? Lashawan Qadash Zaqualaya. Y'all, I'm sure y'all understood that sentence, right? Lashawan Qadash Zaqualaya. Slow it down. Lashawan Qadash Zaqualaya. All right? Lashawan Qadash Zaqualaya. The Hebrew, all right, or the Holy Tongue, right, is easy to me. Lashawan Qadash Zaqualaya. Zaqualaya. All right? Lashawan Qadash Zaqualaya. The Hebrew language is easy to me. So qual meaning easy. The qual. This is easy. Now let's get a call. All right, let's get a call. A call. La'a. La'a. Let's get a call. A call.
Is a call or a call?
A call. It's like a face of the eye the other way. A call. Anybody know what a call means? A call. A call. A call means eat. To eat. A call. A call meaning to eat. Got it up. Let's get Kwahala. 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 Let's get Kwahala. Let's get Kwahala. I may just have to give y'all this one. The reason why I got it.
Allah or Allah?
Hala. Allah nasa. Hala. Kwahala. 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 Kwahala is Ecclesiastes. All right, I'm gonna have to give you the spelling for that. I got it. Oh, you do? Ecclesiastes. I'm saying Christ. Ecclesiastes. Like it. The brother is amazing. I wouldn't be able to spell that if it wasn't for my, for my life. Ecclesiastes. That's why I'm the Hebrew teacher, not the English teacher. All right, that's why I teach the Lashawan Qadash. I can't teach anything else but the Lashawan Qadash. All right, now Ecclesiastes, Kwahala, Kwahala, which is Ecclesiastes. Does anybody know what Ecclesiastes means, by the way? Does anybody know what it actually means? Can I give it a shout out? Do you actually know what the meaning of Ecclesiastes is? Y'all also give it a shot.
I'm gonna definitely give it a shot.
Online too. Go ahead, let me know. What does Ecclesiastes mean?
Does it mean testimony?
Not testimony. Not testimony. Let's try it. Anybody else want to try it? Gatherer. That's actually very close. Quahala. Gatherer. Not quite, but that was a good guess. Wisdom. La'a. Not wisdom. That was a good. Those are pretty good. Those are pretty good answers. Quahalaf is like a preacher, a collector of sentences. All right, a collector of sentences. That's what a preacher would be. All right. All right. Let's get it. Adala. Jawab Adala. You okay? Relax. Let's get it. Quahala. So what we got now, all right? 1 second now. Let me get this taken care of real quick. I'm gonna have to create a new folder. God damn. Well, let me create a new folder. Ain't that crazy? No sweat. Right there. All right. So what we got right here is Quadam, right? Which is east. Quadam, which is east. Qual, which is easy. Akal, which is eat. All right. And Quahala, which is Ecclesiastes, meaning like a preacher or a gatherer or a collector of sentences. All right. That's what Quahala means. Like King Solomon was a Quahala. He was a collector of sentences. That's why Ecclesiastes is like a book almost like Proverbs, because it was a collecting of sentences. Right? He was preaching to the people and gathering them together to preach to them, to teach them, right? To give them wisdom and knowledge, all right, and understanding, right? So Quadam is east, Qual is easy, Akal is eat. Now Akal is a verb. Akal is a verb meaning to eat. And if you want to eat food, right? Ma'akal in the Hebrew, right? Akal ma'akal, like you're eating food. Really, it would be I will call ma'akal, or anya I will call ma'akal. I'm eating food, all right? And you can specify on what food that you're eating, right? Depending on whatever word you would like to use that we would actually eventually learn. All right, Quadam, which is east, Qual, which is easy, Akal, which is eat, Quahala, which is Ecclesiastes, all right? Take down to the notes. Let's get it out. Let's learn this Hebrew. Let's learn it. World War III. All right, World War III. On its way. Let's learn this Hebrew. This is what we've been prophesying about. All right? We prophesied about, King Commanding General Hanna prophesied about World War III. The ISUPK since 1969, right, has been talking about World War III coming, right, since 1969. Since the time of Christ, all right, since the time of Christ, we've been prophesying about World War III coming. We have to come back to these laws, man. Come back to our culture. Learn this language, the Hebrew language, the Lashawan Qadash, the Qualaya. Right? Lashawan Qadash is easy to me, and it can also be easy to you. All right? Very much so. Lashawan Qadash, the Qualaka, the Hebrew language, right, or the Holy Tongue, is easy to you. Lashawan Qadash, the Qualaka. All right, you can take down on the board. Let's get it. Let's get Bayataza. Bayataza. And I didn't say Taza, I said Taza. All right, so Lucky sir, how do you say love? Anyone online? How many of y'all know how to say love in Hebrew? Let's see if y'all know. Let me see if y'all know how to say love in Hebrew. How do y'all say love in Hebrew?
So I heard what, but I'm just asking because I want to make sure it's right. Is it aha?
Correct. And y'all know what love is in Hebrew? Bayataza. Now remember, I didn't say Bayataza. It's Bayataza. So what would be at the end if it's a Bayataza? I didn't say Taza, but I said Bayataza. So what would be at the end to make it Taza? Okay, let me know. Let's see. You want it? You want it up? Don't sweat that. You want it up? Bayataza. 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 How many of y'all know what Batazaya is? Bayataza. Right? That's a Taza, by the way. Let's do a Taza. This is what I hide in. Taza. You just make it Taza.
So I was right with that.
Right, correct.
So
Oh, you talking. Bayataza. 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 Most High in Christ. Bayataza is eggs. Eggs. Right? What is egg? You just put egg. It's an egg. Bayataza is how you would say egg in the Hebrew. Bayataza. Bayataza is egg. You want to say egg is a wat. Bayatazawa. Tazawa. Alright? Meaning eggs in the Hebrew before life. Alright? So Bayataza. Let's get Matazariah. Let's get Matazariah. Yeah, anyone online? All right. Matazariah. Hold on. Matazariah. Anyone online, what does Matazariah mean? Matazariah. What's Matazariah?
Doesn't mean 8.
Lie, not 8. Matazariah. Anyone online? Do y'all remember the word Matazariah? Khan or La'ah? Let me know what Matazariah means. Matazariah. Matazariah is Egypt. Mizraim in the Hebrew, right? Matazariah in the Hebrew, Salaki, but Mizraim in the English. Let's get Bakawar. 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 Let's get Bakawar. Y'all let me know what Bakawar means. This is someone that would be, not good night. Not good night. That was good. No, close. It's Bakawar. Good night is Layla Tawab. Well, you probably thought too as well. Good morning is Bawakwar Tawab. So I understand where you was coming from with that. But Bakawar is something else. That was a good guess though. I understand where you was coming from too. Most High in Christ. That's how you know, y'all paying attention. Okay, y'all taking it serious then. Okay, I see y'all out there taking the Hebrew serious. Most High in Christ. Bakawar. This is someone that's above you. Bakawar. Elder. Most High in Christ. Bakawar. Now in the Bible, an elder is not someone that's necessarily older than you. An elder is someone that ranks higher than you. Okay? Bakawar. Alright? Bakawar. Alright? I can give y'all the precept to that, by the way. Real quick. Let's get Nabahar. 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 Let me get that precept for you. I think it's Wisdom of Solomon. Let's get Wisdom of Solomon real quick. I'm going to give it to y'all and let y'all know that elder has nothing to do with age. And wisdom and understanding has nothing to do with age. All right? Let's get Wisdom of Solomon. I believe it's chapter 4, verse...
What was it again? Nabokar.
Nabahar. Nabachar. Let me give you that precept in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 8. All right. For honorable age is not that which standeth in length of time, nor that is measured by number of years. So the Lord just said, for honorable age is not that which is standeth in length of time, meaning it does not matter how long you've been on this earth. All right. Nor that is measured by number of years. It doesn't matter how many years you've been on this earth. All right. And honorable age has nothing to do with time. In our culture, age deals with wisdom. Age deals with rank. All right. That's what age deals with. All right. Verse 9. But wisdom is the gray hair unto men. Meaning this wisdom, which means God's laws, statutes, and commandments, right, is the gray hair unto men. All right. Most High in Christ. Shalom. Checking in from Casaga Grande, Arizona. Most High in Christ. No sweat. Shalom. Shalom. All right. But wisdom is the gray hair unto men. Like these laws, statutes, and commandments are like the gray hairs unto men. Meaning, when you get older, you get gray hairs. But guess what? Wisdom is just like that. Knowing the laws, statutes, and commandments and having that understanding is as if you're 74 years old and you lived on this earth for hundreds of years. You understand? Like that's what the Lord is saying. And an unspotted life is old age. And an unspotted life is old age. What does it mean to be unspotted? Meaning you don't have a spot on you. You're clean. An unspotted life is old age. Meaning, right? Meaning you did not do anything wrong. You kept these laws, statutes, and commandments. You did what you were supposed to do. All right? Nabachar. All right? But that's the precept to let you know that the elder is not someone that's literally an elder, meaning someone older than you. A lot of black people, because of the Christian church, and a lot of Latinos and Native Americans, because of the Catholic Church and Christianity, we've been taught elder just means because you're older than me. And that's why you always heard, respect your elders, respect your elders, respect your elders. Well, guess what? Elder has nothing to do with how old you are. Being an elder depends on your rank in the order that the Lord established. All right, Nabachar. Nabachar in the Hebrew is God's, let's finish it. God's, and think of the E word. God's eldest, elect. God's elect. Nabachar is elect. Nabachar is elect. So what we have here, all right, let's get it. So you have Bayatazah, all right, Bayatazah, which is age. Matazariah, which is Egypt, the land of our captivity, all right, Egypt. Like America is spiritual Matazariah, all right, Racha Matazariah, all right, America, all right, is Racha Matazariah. All I said was spiritual Egypt. Racha meaning spirit or spiritual. All right, Matazariah, Egypt. Racha Matazariah. All right, spiritual Egypt. Spiritual Egypt. Then you have Bakawar, which is elder. Bakawar is elder. All right, someone that is an elder. Bakawar. So if you want to say, Commanding General Yohana, all right, is your elder. You would literally say Matazab Ya'ah. All right, Matazab Ya'ah. Alawat Yahana Bakawariya. All right, Matazab Ya'ah. All right, Matazab Ya'ah. Alawat Yahana Bakawariya. All right, Bakawariya. All right, Matazab Ya'ah. Let me see if I'm saying that word right. I believe I am. Let me double check. I'm saying that right. Right here. Well, goddamn it, I must have an impeccable memory, right? Matazab Ya'ah, Alawat Yahana. That's within our prayers, right? Right. So Matazab Ya'ah is commanding General Yahana. Matazab, right? Matazab Ya'a Alawat Yahana, commanding General Yahana. So if you want to say Commander General Yahana is my elder or is your elder, let's say my elder, you would say Matazab Ya'a Alawat Yahana Bako warrior. Right? If I wanted to say he's your elder, right, I would say Alawat Slakia. Matazab Ya'a Alawat Yahana Bako warka. All right. Then we have is Nabahar. Nabahar, which is elect. Nabahar, which is elect. All right. Nabahar is elect. Let's get some more on that out. Let's get Tazak. Tazak. Now that's with a cha at the end. Tazak. 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 That's a Tazak, by the way. Tazak. It's really rare. All right. It's really rare, by the way, when it's a ta and a za next to each other. It's very rare that it's going to be a ta and a za separately. By the way, like that's very rare in our language. So if I'm not mistaken, that's why the taza is made the way it is. You see the ta and the za mixed together. You kind of see how it is, right? It's like a ta and a za mixed together, which is taza. It's literally written that way purposely. All right, it's written that way purposely. Tazak, all right? Tazak, meaning to be eloquent. Eloquent. Be eloquent. All right, Tazak. Be eloquent. Tazak meaning eloquent. Let's get Samal. Let's get Samal. 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 Superman has what on his chest? What's that called? If I'm putting something on something, what is that called? All right. I am trying to give it away. Let me see a better way. And it starts with an E, of course. Let's see. What would this be called right here, right? Even though it is the Shield of David, give me another way to say what the Shield of David is. It's not a sign, but it's a Samal. It's emblem. I don't think anyone may have gotten that. All right. All right. No, it's no sweat if you couldn't get that, by the way, because not many people use emblem. No one says, look at that nice emblem right there. No one's going to say that. They're going to either say picture or sign. No one's going to say emblem. All right? But emblem is in the Bible referring to like a sign or, right? Mostly a sign, emblem. Samal, which is emblem. Let's get rayak with a Q, with a quad, like it, rayak. With a quad at the end. Rayak. This is with a quad. Rayak.
Raya.
Rayak with a quad. Rayak. 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 If it's not full, it's empty. Rayak is empty. Rayak is empty. Rayak is empty. Rayak is empty. Most High in Christ. Rayak is empty. All right. Let's see. Rayak is empty. Most High in Christ. Let's get Quataza. Quataza. Let's get Quataza. Let's get Quataza. Let's get Quataza. Quataza. Let's give it a guess. Quataza. If it's not at the beginning, it's at the Quataza. End. Most High in Christ. Quataza is end. Quataza is end. Quataza is the end of something. All right. America is coming to a Quataza. All right. America is coming to a Quataza. All right. Muhammad Zarayim. All right. Ba'a la Quataza. La Quataza. Like it. All right. Spiritual Egypt is coming to an end. That's what I said. All right. Muhammad Zarayim. All right. Ba'a. All right. Ba'a meaning to come. Or come in. Ba'a. All right. La Quataza. To an end. Right? Muhammad Zarayim. All right. Ba'a la Quataza. Coming to an end. America's coming to an end. So what we got right here is Tazak, which is eloquent. Samal, which is emblem. Rayak, which is empty. Quataza, which is end. All right, Quataza, which is end. So Tazak is eloquent. Samal is emblem. Rayak is empty. Quataza is end. All right. Tazak meaning to be eloquent. All right, you want to be eloquent. I want you, so let's say Atha, which is you. Atha is the subject pronoun for you, right? To be or to exist is Hayya. So I would say Hawaya, all right? So Atha, Hawaya, Tazak. You be eloquent. You be eloquent. That's what I just said. All right, Atha, Hayawa, all right, Hawaya is like a Hawaya, Tazak. Right? Be eloquent. Right? Oh, Salakia. I gotta double check that. I don't think Tazak can be used as a verb. That's why I use Hayya, meaning to be. All right. In most cases, most verbs is to be something like to remember, to go, things like that. So you don't really have to say to be as an I'm going somewhere. It's already implied, but in this case, I had to use haya, meaning to be or to exist, because eloquent is more so an adjective. All right? Okay? So tazak is eloquent, samal is emblem, rayak is empty, quataza is end. All right? Most High Christ. All right, let's get it up there. Let's get the next one. Ayabya. 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 Let's get it. Ayabya. Ayabya. How many of y'all know what ayabya means? Ayabya. Edom is my ayabya. What would ayabya mean? Ayabya. Ayabya. Edom, the so-called white man, is my ayabya, enemy. Most High in Christ, ayabya is enemy. All right, ayabya is enemy. All right, ayabya is enemy. There we go. Ayabya is enemy. Most High in Christ. Let's get the next one on the board. Let's get marataza. 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 Let's get it. All right, ayabya is enemy. Adawam. All right, ayabya. All right, Adawam is my enemy. Ayabya. All right, ayabya. That sounds kind of weird, right? But that's how you would say it. Ayabya. All right, Adawam is my enemy. Right, Adawam. All right, Adawam ayabya. All right, Edom is my enemy. All right, Most High in Christ, my enemy. Ayabia would be enemies.
You said Marata to Yah?
Yeah, Marataza.
Oh, Marataza.
Yes, a lot. Yeah, Marataza. 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 All right, Marataza. Let's get it. Marataza. Marataza. What is Marataza? A lot of our people like to use this instead of spirit. Your spirit just don't match with me. Your such and such don't match with me. Energy. Marataza, energy. All right? A lot of our people use this word instead of spirit. By the way, that is very spiritual. I want everyone to understand that. When a brother or a sister starts talking about my energy, that's very spiritual. All right? That's very spiritual. And not in a good way. All right? That means they believe in actual energy. All right? It's not really, they believe in the universe. They believe in the cosmos. They believe in Greek mythology. They believe in, zodiacs. All right? That's where that comes from, energy. My energy doesn't match with you. The moon and the sun is just in a position of the Aliyar, and because it's with Dracula and on top of the whatever it is, and the lunar eclipse came this year, and I don't think we're gonna get along as partners. And stay away from the hoe. Salaki. Just stay away from her. And leave him alone too, if it's a man. Leave him alone. Don't talk to the brother. All right, don't talk to the brother that has a goddamn crystal on his neck talking about, well, yeah, my energy matches with you because I just felt something about you, and I think our energy matched. No, he saw your rear end and he saw how fat it was and he looked nice and he wants to have sex with you. It has nothing to do with energy. All right, leave the man alone. All right, just keep coming to class. Come to class and get you a UPK soldier. All right, for you brothers out there, be very wary of talking to those sisters out there. All right, they're gonna cast a spell on you. Keep it up. Keep it up. Some of those sisters are gonna cast a goddamn spell on you, and you're not gonna know what the hell happened. You're like, sir, I don't know. I was talking to the sister. It's almost as if she put a spell on me. That's what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna say it to y'all Akim. I told y'all in class not to talk to them. And here we go. Now I gotta cast some now I gotta throw you in Hebrew Academy to get the goddamn spell off of you. All right, no sweat. Let's get energy, all right? Marataza. All right? Marataza. Let's get it. Let's get Anagalia. I've said this one before plenty of times. Anagalia. Now, Anagalia is a transliteration, by the way. All right? Anagalia is a transliteration. All right? Now, to break down what a transliteration is taking a word from another language and using your alphabet to make it a word in your language. All right. Hopefully, I broke that down. Let me know if that makes sense. So, a transliteration is taking a word out of another language and using your alphabet to make it into your language. All right. To use that very same word, but in your language. All right. So, you're using your alphabet to make it a word in your language. So, Anagalia. All right. Anagalia. What's on Christ? Anagalia. Can anyone guess what Anagalia is a transliteration of? Look at the word Anagalia and see what, and I want y'all to try to guess it. I'm gonna kind of give it away. All right. I'm terrible at the Anagalia language, English. Most High in Christ. I think that was too easy, so Salakia. All right. By the way, I'm still working on the English language. I'm not terrible, but sometimes it could throw me for a loop. All right, it could throw me for a loop in certain cases. Anagalia, which is English. All right, we need to get to the point where we no longer speak Anagalia. All right, we no longer speak Anagalia. How would you say we no longer speak Anagalia? How would you say that in Hebrew? We no longer speak. All right. I'll give y'all a hint. Y'all don't have to have a Hebrew word for longer. Y'all can just say no. We no speak English. All right. That sounds kind of caveman talk, but our language is spiritual. So a lot of our words, like is or are or whatever the case may be, are implied. All right, within the language. How would we say we no longer, right, speak English? All right. You would start off with la'ah, right? La'ah meaning no. All right. You would think that because I said it in English, we no longer, right, speak English. Of course, you would want to put the la'ah after the we, but in Hebrew, the la'ah would come first, because now you know this is a negative sentence. Eventually grammar will come, but I'm only speaking so y'all can kind of get a gist of it, right? You put no in front of a sentence to let you know it's a negative sentence and it's something that should not happen and it will not happen. When you read the Bible in the Hebrew, you'll see la'ah in front of certain words, meaning don't or no. All right, la'ah means either don't or no. So you would literally say la'a anak nawa, all right? That's no we, all right? Dawabarium anagalia, meaning we no longer speak English, all right? La'a anak nawa dawabarium anagalia, all right? That's how you would say we no longer speak English in the Hebrew, all right? I'll say it slowly for y'all. La'a anak nawa dawabarium anagalia. We no longer speak Hebrew. I mean, it's like English. We no longer speak English. Like I almost summoned Nakamaya to whoop everyone's tail because I just told y'all not to speak Hebrew. So like it. We no longer speak English. All right? Let's get it. Anagalia is English and Hebrew. All right? Let's get it. Let's get Kwasam. 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 Let's get it. Kwasam. Kwasam. Most High in Christ. Kwasam. It's funny. You have it correct in the English, right? In the Anagalia. But in the Hebrew, right?
Yeah.
You see where you made the mistake? It's only right, there you go. Kwasam. Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. There's no sweat. Kwasam. Kwasam. If this is the back door, but I need you to go through the Kwasam. You can't come in the back door. You got to go through the Kwasam. What would that be? If you can't, y'all can answer online too.
The entrance.
Most High in Christ. Kwasam is entrance. You got to go through the entrance. The entrance door. Right? The Kwasam, the lot. Right? The Kwasam, the lot. Most High in Christ. The Kwasam, the lot. That sounds like a name almost, right? Kwasam, the lot. Name of brother, entrance door. Kwasam, the lot. All right, so we have Ayabya, which is enemy. All right, like Anagalia is my enemy. All right, Anagalia, Ayabya. English is my enemy sometimes. All right, I despise English. All right, but we all gotta know it, right? Ayabya, which is enemy. All right, Marataza, which is energy. All right, energy, like kinetic energy, spirit energy, whatever the hell they do with the rocks and crystals and the stars, the moon, the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse and the waves of the water, Pisces, Sagittarius, and all that bull energy, Marataza. All right, energy in Hebrew, all right, is just something that supplies energy, like work, right? Something that's moving, all right, like science energy, and not something someone just created. Marataza, energy. Anagalia, which is English. Anagalia, which is English. All right, Anagalia is English. Then you got Kwasam. Kwasam is entrance. All right, you have to enter the Kwasam, the lot. The lot is door in Hebrew. The lot is door in Hebrew. All right, so Kwasam, all right, which is entrance. All right, Kwasam is entrance. Kwasam is entrance. All right. All right, we can get the rest off the board. We got a few more. Let's get Quana. It's like a Quana'a. Right? Quana'a. 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 Can anybody tell me what Quana'a means? This is something that the trees did in the garden. You might have to be someone in class to understand that one. What did the trees do in the garden, all right, in the book of Ezekiel? What did the trees, let me see how many of y'all online know the Bible, all right? Some of y'all are biblical scholars out there.
Envy.
Most are in Christ. When the eye is envy. In the book of Ezekiel, the trees in the garden envied. All right, the cedars, all right? They envy. Can trees envy? No, trees cannot envy, which means that was something spiritual, meaning those trees represented people, nations of people, all right? Nations of people, all right? That's how you know that Adam and Eve was not the first person in the garden. Ain't that crazy? Itazah. Itazah is tree in the Hebrew. Itazah, all right? Itazah is tree in Hebrew. So Itazayim Kornah, all right? Trees envy, all right? Trees envy. I believe that's exactly what it would say in Ezekiel. Itazah Kornah. Or it'll probably say Kwawanaya or Kwane, some grammar, Kwanayawa, something like that. Forget what I said. I don't want to confuse y'all. But Quana'a is envy. Quana'a is envy. All right? Quana'a is envy. Let's get Makathab.
Makata. Oh, Makata.
Makathab. Makathab. Oh, it's like I said, Makazab Ya'a, Alawab Yahana. I was about to say, Command in Yahana in Hebrew. I'll tell you to write that out. So like Makathab. 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 Anybody tell me what Makathab means? Makathab. Makathab. What is Makathab? Let's see if I can give it to y'all. Peter and Paul wrote Makathab. All right? Peter and Paul wrote Makathab to the schools. Paul wrote Makathab to the schools in Rome, in Ephesians, right, in Corinthians, right? He wrote these schools. He wrote Makathab, or Makathabium to make it plural. Makathab. The Bible says to hold fast and to stand fast on traditions and remember either by word or Makathab. Let's see. Let me pull that scripture, because maybe if I pull the scripture, let's get 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 15. Therefore, brethren, stand fast and hold the traditions which ye have been taught, whether by word or our makathah. This might be this might be a hard one. All right. I would have to know the words in the New Testament a lot. Makathab is epistle. All right, epistle. Does anybody know what an epistle is? Now that y'all can probably answer. You know what an epistle is? An epistle is a letter. All right, an epistle is like a letter. That's what an epistle is. That's why it said by word, meaning like us actually speaking it to them, and by epistle, meaning like these are like letters being sent. Right. Even in the ISUPK today, right, epistles are being written. All right. Those are your protocols. Those are your breakdowns being typed up and sent to you, so you know exactly what to say. Right. So you don't have to make up anything to say. We have epistles, right, that we write and send to schools in California. Like, you're wondering why and how California got the truth. You're wondering why there's a school in Cali and a school in Texas, a school in Nevada, there's a school in Arizona, because the brothers that came before us had words of mouth and epistles, all right, made videos and wrote letters and wrote breakdowns and documents and wrote them down and sent them everywhere. So we can be on the same accord. So we can be one body, one West. You understand? One God, one baptism, one West. You understand? Makathah, meaning epistle. Right? The Bible says, let all things be done in writing. Makathah, meaning epistle. Let's get Shawah. Let's get Shawah. Shawah, like it. Let's get Shawah.
Shawah or Shawah?
Yeah, Shawah.
Shawah.
Shawah. Now you find out we Shawah, right? Shawah. Shawah. Y'all should be able to remember this forever, possibly. Shawah. All right? Shawah. Oh, put a ha at the end. That'll be Shawah. Shawah. Put a ha at the end. Shawah. Shawah. All right, Shawah. All right, Shawah. There's no Shawah in marriage. There's no Shawah between a man and a woman.
Equal.
Shawah is equal. Shawah is equal. There is no equality in the Bible. There is no equality when it comes to the Lord. The Lord does not believe in equality. The Lord does not believe in compromising. The Lord believes in order and structure, right? And absolute balance, which means order and structure, all right? Does not mean something is equal, all right? There's nothing the same, all right? Shawah is equal. Shawah is equal. All right? Shawah is equal. One second, I got you. All right? Shawah is equal. Shawah is equal. Shawah is equal. Let's get the next one on the board. All right. Let's get Irab. Let's get Irab. Irab. I-Rab. Let's get I-Rab. All right, what's on Christ? I-Rab. Okay. You are unclean until the I-Rab evening. What's on Christ? I-Rab is evening. I-Rab is evening. What's on Christ? I-Rab is evening. So what we have on the board so far, right? We got Quana'ah, which is envy. We got Makatha, which is a pistol. And a pistol is like a letter, right? Something that's written, all right? That's why the Lord said to remember the words that were spoken to you and by our epistles, all right? Makathabium, if you want to pluralize epistles, you add a young to it, all right? Makathabium or Makathab, epistle. You have Shawah, which is equal, all right? Meaning something is equal or nothing is equal. You would say La'ashaqwa, no equality. La'ashaqwa, all right? If you want to be like to a sister, all right? La'ashaqwa, no equality, all right? All right? La'ashaqwa. It's like it. I said shaqwa. It's like it. La'ashawa, all right? La'ashawa, all right? Shaqwa means something else, all right? La'ashawa, meaning no equality. La'ashawa, all right? La'ashawa, no equality, all right? Let's get I-Rab. Also, when it comes to no equality, that includes when it comes to order and rank even between brothers too. I'm not equal to any brother. There's brothers over me, there's brothers under me. There's no equality anywhere in the Bible. All right? I tell sisters this all the time. I would never tell you something that I wouldn't put myself through. I'm telling you that there's no equality because I was told that there was no equality. I'm not the same as a general or a captain or an officer of certain officers. There is no equality. Even with certain officers, there's no equality. There could be 2 officers of 1,000, right? And 2 officers of 5,000. One of those brothers outrank each other some way, somehow. There's no equality, all right? La'ashawa. You have evening, all right, which is I-Rab. I-Rab, which is evening. I-Rab, which is evening. Like you're unclean until the evening because, you know, whatever y'all did, it's entirely up to y'all, whatever y'all did, but you're unclean to the goddamn evening. All right? All right? Unclean to the evening. I-Rab, which is evening. Let's get it out. Also, don't forget to put your name, city, and state. Don't forget to check in and sign in for attendance. All right, Brother Rashad, you can take that. We got 2 more words. We got 2 more, and we're going to be done with the E's. Let's get Tharagayal. 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 No sign question. Tharagayal. Tharagayal. Let's see. Tharagayal. How can I say Tharagayal? How can I get y'all to know what Tharagayal means? You go to the gym to Tharagayal. Exercise. The Romans, the Greeks, they made a place of Tharagayal, a place of exercise, like those arenas that you see. The Roman Colosseum, That's a place of exercise. That's a place of Taragayal. All right, that's where football stadiums and baseball stadiums and basketball stadiums come from. Taragayal. All right, and let's get Ayan. 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 Can anybody give me what Ayan means? Ayan. Anybody tell me what Ayan means? Oh, it's like an I with an I. It's like not Ayan. Not Ayan. It's like it. Now, by the way, Ayan means nothing. Ayan means something else. But Ayan, by the way, for future references, Ayan, that means nothing. So Ayan. What does Ayan mean? Ayan. Ayan. Anybody want to know? Ayan. 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 Ayan meaning I. Ayan meaning I. Ayanya. How are you? Ayan meaning I. That's it. Ayan meaning I. Most High in Christ. So what we have on the board, all right, what we have on the board is Taragal. 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 It's like a Taragayal, meaning exercise. Taragayal meaning exercise, and Ayan meaning I. Literally, this is where your I in the Hebrew alphabet comes from. That's why your I is circular. All right? It literally comes from your I, because your I is somewhat circular. Right? When our language was once pictographic. Has anyone seen hieroglyphics before? And how hieroglyphics is written in like symbols and things like that of animals and cartridges and all this type of stuff? Our language was written just like that too as well. It's called being pictographic, right? Most ancient languages were pictographic before it became like characters, all right? And the letter I, if I can try to draw it, I'm a terrible drawer, by the way, so don't judge me, y'all. All right? All right? All right? But this is how, right, how it was written. That's how the I would look, or whatever, with the ball in the middle, I guess, whatever. But that's how it would look. All right? That's where it comes from. Ayan, the I. That's where the letter I comes from. It comes from your little I, if you did not know that. All right? That's where it comes from. Ayan, which is I. Okay? All right? Most High in Christ. The water. So Ayan meaning I. Any questions up? All right. Most High in Christ. All right. Come on, Most High in Christ. So remember, take y'all notes. Rewatch the class if need be. Rewatch the class. Don't forget. Don't forget to take notes. And if you miss anything, to rewatch the class. Like that's something so important. You want to be able to know this information and to learn this information. Do not forget. All right. Please, Baba Prashad, do not forget. All right. With that, I say Amadium, which means to stand. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the teacher, man of Israel, Madam Shabbat, Amadium, Barak,
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Bakathon.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Bakathah, Yah Namatah, Saw Allah Awakim, which means turn to the sisters, men of Israel, We're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Ahmadu Shabbat, Ahmadu, Barak, Yahweh Shamar, Al-Yatan, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Yadnya Matah. With that, class dismissed.